What's up? And welcome to another Love Across the Hudson YouTube video.
Yeah, so first, before we start this Love Across the Hudson video, we just want to shout out the company Paradise for sending us hoodies. They actually sent us a hat as well.
Yeah.
They didn't ask us to do this. We just wanted to do it out of love because I wear this sweater a lot and I like it. It's nice and comfortable.
This is a cropped hoodie, like.
So guys, we didn't get paid to do this. We just, they sent us some stuff. They asked, can they send stuff? And they never asked us to take pictures and nothing. So we want to do it
out of love,
out of
to
love.
Show support too, because we love supporting other people. So if you have any clothing brand that you may want to send us like merchandise for, you can always send it. I'm gonna put like our PO box below in the description, and also the link to their Instagram for Paradise Clothing in the description as well.
Just help. Look guys, we average anywhere from 150 to 500 views in the first week to a month on this channel, and if we can help the small businesses as much as we can, then
why not?
You know, why not, right? So today it is snowing out, so we're dropping this video for you, and we just want to talk about, like, while we were walking, we was like, oh, I had the perfect idea. We both just said it. Why a lot of people fail during, not only in relationships, guys. This is not all about just relationships. This is in life, just general basic things that that people don't really dig deep on. So why people fail at relationships and like setting goals, or you know, like New Year's resolution as an example was almost 2 months ago, and nobody even talks about goals no more. Nobody does these things, and we want to explain why. All right, so you want to start this one up?
Yeah, I guess I'll start it up. Okay, so for me, I'm just gonna give you guys, like we always do, like from my perspective, my personal experience and stuff like that. So for me, I always was the type to do like a New Year's resolution and set goals, like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do next year, like, trust me, I'm not gonna fail at it. And then I've noticed that I used to always try to cram everything into one day. Like each and every day was like cramming stuff, but I never really planned long term. So everything was like, oh, I'm just gonna do this and not really know how to do it. Like, I'm gonna lose weight but not know how to lose weight, or I'm gonna get stronger in the gym but not necessarily do my research on how to get stronger in the gym. So I think for a lot of people, what they do is they have the right idea but they have the wrong concept on how to go about it. So you have a great idea on what you want to do for the next year or so, for the next couple months, but a lot of people fail at planning and prepping for that specific goal that they set to accomplish. So for me, last year I told, what was my goal? I don't even remember. See, that's already a bad start. But I think it was just, oh, to book more auditions. And I did a lot of research every single day, how to book more auditions, how to network with people, how to ask certain questions, you know. And you start like doing research on these type of things so that you can work towards that goal. Because I think for me before, it was kind of like, if I do research on this, is it really doing anything? Like, okay, I learned how to talk to people, but I'm not talking to anybody. But what if I do end up talking to somebody and now I'm stuck with not knowing how to speak to them, right? So it's always about like preparation and, you know, writing stuff down, doing little things each and every day so that you can, when that opportunity is there, you would just like prepared for it, right?
Yeah, and you had a goal of getting stronger.
I did.
And you had one goal, if you guys looking back, you had a goal of getting to 130.
Yes,
and you was never able to get to the 130.
To the 130, right? It's true. So
why?
Because I wasn't, I don't know. There was a lot of things as to why I wasn't as consistent.
There you go.
That's like the biggest
one,
right?
That's number one right there.
Being consistent.
So she'll have like 3 days of going to the gym, you know, going hard, dieting, and then I'll wake up on the 4th day like, you ready to go to the gym? And then it was like, oh, I'm not going today, and then I come back and then she wants to order Chinese food and things like that.
Or like Spanish food, like Techman Express.
Yeah, and we used to get into huge arguments over that because I wanted her to really, you know, achieve her goals.
It was like a healthy argument, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it was, because
he will always tell me, like, I will always complain to him, like, why my legs aren't like this, or why my body isn't like this, and why. He's like, I've told you multiple times. And I'm just like, I know, but then I really wouldn't be consistent with it. Like, I would always say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do, and then I'll stop. So once I learned how to be consistent, I saw like amazing goals, because I started doing things on days like today, when it's raining, when it's snowing, when there's like 5-6 feet of snow outside, right? And I will still go no matter what. Like not so long ago, recently, within the last couple days, I was on my period. Yeah, okay, I said period, everybody gets it, okay, whatever. So I was on my period and I wanted to go to the gym, and I was beating myself up and stressing myself out because I didn't have like that energy to go. And I was like, oh, I'm on my period, like this is annoying. And when I did work out on my period, I felt like I was so heavy, like I couldn't do anything. I was like shortness of breath, I was irritated, I didn't want to do the workout. So like I knew like my posture had to be a certain way, and I would like do it wrong, like because I was just like not into it. So then Nate, you know, he always do research all the time, so he did research and he was like, oh, I just read that this and that happens to women when they're on the period. And I told myself, okay, it's okay to say I'm gonna take this day off, but be consistent with my dieting. So I wasn't 100% consistent because I didn't do gym and diet, but I was like 90% consistent because I still did the dieting part. So it's always about being consistent and doing what you can and not burning yourself out, I feel, right?
Yeah, that was good. I think a lot of people, and this is where I come from with this point of view, is consistency, of course, is number one, right? Yeah. But it makes it a lot more challenging to try to be consistent in something that you don't have a plan for, and also don't have like a desire for, or you're not using your imagination, right? So, you know, when I was losing the weight, or when I was really broke last year, or when I was in school, like when we first was in a relationship and we had to visit each other long distance wise, I always use my imagination, like, okay, it's like this right now, but if I would have stayed consistent, I can see in my imagination where we can be a year from now. If I'm always consistent on my diet, I can see where I'm gonna be a year from now, how I'm gonna look a year from now. So even though I was looking in the mirror and I was still like fat, and I looked at my bank account, I had like $10 in there, or when I used to go all the way to to Delaware, back and forth traveling, or she used to come to me, I used to imagine one day we'll be able to wake up with each other and encourage each other and support each other. So I think you have to be consistent, you have to make a plan, and you have to, you know, try to create some type of motivation with it, right? Because I think motivation only lasts for like a day or two, or for even sometimes a couple hours, but have like a desire to help you get up. So, you know, Instagram can be a motivation in certain ways if you follow the right people that are doing the things you want to do in life. And you're learning from these people. So I follow a lot of fitness people, I follow a lot of business people, and you know, they post and they do motivating things, and I'm like, okay, I try to make my Instagram a page where I could just motivate you. You know, I want to teach you more than, and motivate you and express myself on there. So if you're having a bad day, or if you have a certain goal, or if your life isn't going the way you want it to, when you come to my page, I give you some type of hope, right? So you got to stay consistent in a relationship. The relationship is not going to go exactly like planned, right? When I first met her, I'm like, well, when I graduate college, we'll live together and we'll get an apartment. And it's like, okay, it took us 2 years for me to graduate, to live together, and now it's taking some time to get an apartment, you know, the apartment, of course, that we want. So guys, things take time, but we're still consistent.
I just want to say that I want him to like speak on, because he tells me this all the time. Okay, how do you always say this like one saying where it's like, how are you gonna break through that wall, right? Because let's say if I am consistent and then I hit that wall, like how to get over that wall, how to break through that wall, like what should people do?
So like basically, like I always say this one saying, like successful people do what they have to do if they feel like it or not, right? And how to break through that wall, I think the best way to break through the wall is you have to believe that you are going to break through that wall either way, because you're not gonna, you're gonna die trying, right? So that's what I like I'm like, okay, if I'm not gonna I want to be a motivational speaker around the world. I want to inspire people. The people that I train, I inspire, and they getting great results. And Haskidi wants to be the actress. She's an actress, but she wants to hit levels and has goals that's very high. And I tell her all the time, like right now we still at that wall. And I say, you know, we'll never stop. We'll never stop, like regard, like, and that is what crushes any fear or any negative thoughts. Is like, you know what, like we're not getting through that wall right now for some reason, or we trying, but the best feeling in the world is though, we'll never stop until you die. Until you die, until I die. And that's when you know you pick something that you was not only born to do, but you're destined to do. Right? So I'm not gonna make a goal specifically that has nothing that, like, that's why I always bring things back to what is your desire? Why are you here on earth? What do you want to do? Right? Like, I'm not gonna set a goal of being in the stock market right now, because I have no desire for that. You know, I have nothing. Like, it would be very hard to be consistent at that, or it would be very hard to be consistent at like doing something that I don't have a desire for. It doesn't have anything to do with motivation, right? Or inspiring people. So, you know, my body was messed up. I got 2 little brothers right now in amazing shape. I just went to the gym with them 2 years ago. My 2 little brothers were not in shape. I had both of my brothers, I'm talking about amazing shape. We did a workout and went well. The reason why I'm saying this is because I talked to my brothers 1,000 times, right? Like I talked to everyone else, but that didn't inspire them because they grew up with me. They heard it 1,000 times. What inspired them was graduating college and losing the weight this last couple years and getting in shape. That's how I inspired them. So I use fitness in just a different road to inspire people. I use YouTube, a different road, Instagram. I just got nice little roads on just inspiring people. But I'm not gonna sit here and do something with stocks because I don't have a desire, and I don't think, in my opinion, my soul doesn't agree with getting into that lane on inspiring people. It just doesn't work for me. So,
and I think too, if you choose something you don't have a desire for, there's gonna be way more resistance because the universe is trying to tell you, bruh, it ain't for you. Do something else.
The universe is trying to tell you to go that way. And the most important part about this thing, guys, is that some people probably watching this and like, you love Haskidi, or you love me, or you love us, and you're so proud, you're so proud. Listen, thank you, right? But we're not doing this for you to be proud of us. We're doing this for you to be proud of you, right? If you look at these videos, we never want to come on these videos and say, look what we got, you don't got this. We really, like, it takes time to make these videos. We have to take the chip out of this thing, put it in a laptop, come up with a thumbnail, edit the video, upload the video, come up with a title, do tags, promote the video, right, guys? And that's like a 3-4 hour process. But it's really to make sure that we can put this out, to make sure that one of these videos can touch you, right? Like, you know, like talking about like know yourself, you know, like know thyself, the video we made. It's like, guys, we came back to continue to do these videos after all these YouTube regulations that we don't qualify to make $1 a week, right? With them, it's like we don't do it for the money on YouTube. There's no money in YouTube. We don't do it on the level of a small YouTube channel like ours. We don't do it to stunt, right? And that's what's the difference between our channels and the channels that have 5 million subscribers right now, is that, man, we just do this so you can look at you and you look at your boyfriend. If you have relationship problems, we have answers for that. You have, you know, how to chase a dream. We have, you know, answers for that. Long distance relationships, we have answers for that. So, you know, we just make these videos to make sure we make a connection with the people behind the camera, to let you know, like, guys, look, we just have the guts to come on camera and say, look, we have a dream, we're gonna do it this way, and hopefully you do it one day. And some people are sitting back, and I had a conversation with somebody, I'm not gonna mention the name, but somebody sat back and was like, yo, I watched the video for the first year, your videos for the first year, and I want to take that chance on chasing my dream, but I didn't, I was afraid to. But when I started to see your results and Haskidi's results, I took that chance. It was the best decision I can make in my life, guys.
So that's really it. Like, how to be consistent and how to find motivation, and you have to really do something. Like, I know it feels like, I feel like sometimes we sound like a broken record because we always are kind of saying the same thing, but we may, you know, say it differently on another video. But it comes down to like one principle, where it's like finding your passion, and it'll be easier to be consistent with that passion because it's something you love to do. Like, there's this
something
saying,
you was born to do too.
Right, something you was born to do. Because there's a saying where it's like, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Every time I'm on set, I don't feel like I'm working. I feel like I'm just having fun and doing something I love. So I can stay on set for hours and hours and hours, right? The only time I start getting like down is if I'm sick, because I did the T-Mobile with a flu and I was like, oh my god, my head is pounding. But other than that, yeah, I love being on set. So it's not a job, it's something I just really love to do. So
yeah,
be consistent.
Consistent, guys. I'm a trainer right now because you got to understand is how the universe works. Every client I have right now is in pain some way, somehow. Like, I have certain clients that's probably going through a divorce. I have certain clients that were being bullied in high school. I have certain clients that went through depression in high school due to heavy, being heavy, being overweight. I have a lot of clients going through a breakup, and I'm like, I used to always ask myself, what are the chances of getting clients like this? Like, and you know, we got a guy named Bob. If you guys watch one of our vlogs, there's a guy that rents space in my gym, and every time I say, what's the chances of this happening, he always tells me 1 in 1, Nate. 1 in 1.
Yep.
So basically, it's all meant to be, guys. And I love training because right now that's the road. That's another outlet I can motivate people with, right? So if I could teach somebody how to transform their body, they're transforming their mind as they're transforming their body. And if they can do that, then you'll be surprised, guys. As soon as you start transforming your body, you can do a lot more. You just apply those laws, and that's what we spoke about the last video as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a Wednesday, snowy day, March 7th, 2018. Yep. And yeah, we wanted to do this for you. This is my day off of work, guys.
Yeah.
So we're taking some time to make sure we spread love and you guys get these videos. We didn't upload this past Sunday. Things got a little busy, but we'll be back this Sunday.
Right.
Peace.
Peace and consistency.